Okay, so we have solving systems of linear equations with three different variables, and with our newfound knowledge, we can take this problem and solve it using matrices. So if I want to set this up as a matrix, remember we need to have a 3 by 3, which is going to be our x, y, and z coefficients. So that's going to be 12, 8, 18, negative 6, negative 4, negative 9, 7, 3, negative 8. This is going to be matrix A, we'll call it. Matrix B is going to be our 3 by 1 solutions matrix, so negative 24, 12, and 6. All right, so the way that we would have this set up in order to solve is our variables x, y, and z is like our x matrix, which is a 3 by 1. So this starts off as A times X would be equal to B. Now, in order to solve for X, X would be equal to the inverse of matrix A times B. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to do that on a calculator right now. So we need to go into second, into the matrix. Dealing with a 3 by 3. Now I'm just going to throw those values in. 12, 8, 18, negative 6, negative 4, negative 9, and then 7, 3, negative 8. Okay, that's matrix 1. Go into second matrix again, and now I want to put in my solutions, which is a 3 by 1. And that matrix is negative 24, 12, and 6. So what we want to do now, I'm going to go to quit. I'm going to hit second matrix, and I'm going to do the inverse of A. So if you hit enter on A, that's just our matrix that we put in. If we take the inverse, okay, so no inverse matrix exists. Calculated results found in dependent on a matrix inverse. Okay, so if we don't have an inverse, then that means that this is going to end up being a no solutions type of problem. So let's try to finish it with what we have right here. Because remember, in our lesson, we had the possibility to not have the inverse. An inverse doesn't have to exist for a problem. So for this, because we got no solutions or like syntax error on our matrix, that means that this system of equations is going to have no solutions, which means it would be inconsistent.